Welcome to Social Class. In this video, we are going to learn about mineral resources in our country. So let's get inside the video. So you all know that mineral resources are natural resources. They are not man-made. So they are naturally formed resources, and they are always found in form of rocks. Okay. So for example, coal, iron, gold, aluminium. So all these are natural mineral resources which are formed in rocks. You can see in the picture. So all these resources will be in form of rock. From then we follow some certain methods, and then from that the product is obtained which will be used for our purposes. Clear? Fine. So there are two types of mineral resources. One is metallic and another one is non-metallic. So when you see metallic mineral resources, they are iron, copper, aluminum, gold and silver. All these comes under metallic. Whereas non-metallic resources are like coal, petroleum, salt, limestone, mica. So all these comes under non-metallic resources. Fine. So first we'll see metallic resources. So minerals which from which metals can be extracted are called as ores. Clear? So India has it's a vast reserve for a good quality of iron ore. So India has a good quality. So it has a large area covered over this good quality of iron ores, and the places where these minerals are taken we call it as mines. Clear? So there are three types of metallics. So one is ferrous, which contain iron, and another one is non-ferrous, which like copper, lead, tin, which doesn't contain iron. And then one is, and the next one is precious products, that is gold, platinum, silver, all these. Okay, so these are the metallic minerals. So first we are going to see iron. So iron is one of the important minerals. You all know, mostly iron has been used in everywhere, like in constructions, in railway coaches, in bridges, in tools, in our buildings, in most of the important work, iron has been used, right? So most iron mines you can see in Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Goa, Karnataka, and all these areas. And there are many big factories, mostly in Jamshedpur and Bokhara, where steels are made from iron, which we use for construction purposes. Okay, so you can in most of the North Indian parts, we can see iron industries. Next comes copper. So you can see the picture. Copper is mostly used in wires. So you can see we use copper wire because it has mostly copper is used in wires and also in utensils also. You can see copper utensils. You can in shops you can see copper utensils, right? And also the copper has been you can find in Rajasthan. Mostly the copper ore is found in Rajasthan in great amount. So you can see the picture. So you can see the copper here. I hope that you're able to see the copper and the wires, like how actually this is the mine. Okay, so you can see the trucks and around. So they just dig and just get the coppers, and then it is been sent to industry, and they with the process has been made. From that we get all these wire utensils and all these products. Okay, fine. Next comes aluminum. So aluminum is also one of the important product. So mostly you can see in aeroplanes, we use aluminium, and also it is also used as well as it is also used in wires as well as to make utensils also. Aluminum is used. So you can see the mine. So this is where mostly the aluminum is being extracted. Fine. And now comes to non-metallic. So non-metallic mostly mica, salt, granite, limestone, coal, petroleum. So all these comes under non-metallic mineral resources. So first come mica. Mica is mostly found in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Jharkhand and Rajasthan. So you can see the picture. So this is how it looks like. So they just crush into like this into small pieces. You can see over here. Okay, so this is how the mine looks like. Fine. So next come coal. So you all know coal. We used to see in many shops and in factories, right? So coal is all it's found deep inside the earth. So you can see the picture, the extraction of coal. So they just make a pathway down, deep down inside the earth, and you can see people get digging, just extracting the coals. So you can see in this picture. And mostly you can see coal is mostly used for as a fuel purpose, so to for running the industries as well as for trains. So they burn the they burn the coal from the energy that is obtained from that is being used for as a fuel purpose. And also it is used in cooking and generation of electricity also it is being used. So you can see mostly the mine in Jharkhand, West Bengal and Madhya Pradesh. Next comes mineral oil. So mineral oil is it's a dark thick liquid and is found deep inside the earth. So you can see in this picture, and this is a representation of extraction of mineral oil. So you can see the sea, and they just deep inside. Okay, so they just had tubes. They just it's very deep. Okay, not so it's thousands and thousands and thousands of kilometer deep inside, and from there they extract this oil. So from there oil has been extracted, then it's been into various processes from crude oil and petroleum for all other purposes which we're using, no? So all these comes over from here. Clear? And this mineral oil is mainly used as for fuel purposes. So this we call mineral oil, or we can call it as crude oil. It is refined, which has been cleansed, and some process has been made. From that we get petrol, diesel, kerosene and cooking gas. All these are obtained from there only. Okay, so and also there are wells. So I can see in this picture a ship has been there in this in the ocean. Okay, and also they used to dig wells to reach that oil. Okay, so through tubes or through wells they used to reach the oil, and from there oil has been extracted. And the area where there are many number of like n number of oil wells, we call it as oil field. Okay, and we have three major oil field. One is in Assam, Digboy, and another one is Gujarat, Ankleshwar, and next one is in Mumbai in Arabian Sea. Fine. So now we saw what is a mineral and what are the metallic and non-metallic minerals. Now it's our duty to preserve minerals, right? Because minerals are natural products. Once we use, then it cannot be, it is over. Like once I'm going to use a particular petrol, I can't recycle and get it back again, right? Once it is once it is done, yeah, it's over. So, and also it takes millions and millions of years to for these minerals to be formed. So it is our duty to preserve this mineral. So we should not overuse all these minerals. So we always have mainly for the fuel purpose we are using petrol, diesel and all this stuff. So instead of that we have alternate resources, solar, wind and biogas. So we can try to use those resources as much as possible, right? And also because once a mineral is lost, it is lost forever. But in case of energy like solar, wind and biomass and water, this is like it will remain forever. Once we used, also we can recycle and we can get it back. Okay, we can get it because it is available forever, we can get it back again and again. But the mineral resources cannot be got back. Once it is used, it is lost forever. So it is always our duty to preserve these minerals by minimizing our usage of these minerals. Fine. So I hope that this video helped you to understand about the mineral resources in our country and the preservation, how to preserve mineral resources. I'll meet you all in the next video with a new topic. Thank you everyone.